Well, Mangalam, I believe you're in conversation with Mr. Birla. Take it away.
That's correct. Mangalam having a conversation with another Mangalam, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. That there is Nigel. Thanks a lot, Mr. Birla, for joining in. You are the chair of the jury of the India Business Leader Awards. You've been there in the past, and you've been a part of the jury. You've won multiple times as well. So if I had to ask you in simple words, what according to you is success? What according to you is leadership? What according to you is excellence? How do you define these?
Wow, that's a lot of questions rolled into one. I think leadership is about someone who has a target, who is willing to and is able to, get a team around that and create passion in all of them to reach the target and provide the guardrails to do that, give them the sort of what it requires to keep the morale going high. And I think a very confident leader is one who creates leaders under him or her. So someone who creates a leadership pipeline. Success, I think, is, there's so many shades to success. It depends on what kind of activity you're talking about. Maybe just sometimes just being very happy is success, right?
So, you said success is about being happy. Leadership is about giving a target. So let's ask you about that. What are the targets that you've given to your team, your group, as you see the Indian economy over the next 1 year? And what would make you then happy?
Well, we're a conglomerate with many businesses, so targets are different for each business. But, I think being in the top 1 or 2 in the industry that they are in, with return on equity, that's specifically each one's target. Largely, that's how we work.
Are you particularly chuffed about some of the forays that you've made, especially in the consumer space? With the GST cuts that have happened, that would boost consumption and the money that people have in their hands. Have you seen that on the ground?
Yeah, I think they had a very good Diwali. I think both paints and as well as retail, jewelry retail. It's our first time with such sort of hardcore consumer brands, and it's good to see them having taken off so well.
Right. You speak about, your consumer brands, etc. The one thing that we have to learn from you, and what according to you would be the Birla playbook of entering and disrupting a category which has had a lot of incumbents. You've done that multiple times in the past, but now as well, the consumer foray that you've made in the kind of categories that you've entered, including the likes of jewelry and paint. What according to you would be the Birla playbook?
I think the first is very thorough preparation and understanding clearly what it takes to win in the industry, what our levers to win would be, and then executing to precision almost. I think it's basically both of these. It's understanding what ticks for the customer. Consumer insights are very important to build a business model around that.
So how happy are you with what you've done? And obviously it takes a lot of capital commitment to that as well. So
I think both have gone off to a great start, much above targets and much better than I had expected. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Let's keep your fingers crossed. And just before we let you go, this is a personal question that I have to ask you. You're also the conduit of what, the legacy that has been left behind by your father, your grandfather, and all of that. And you will be conducting and passing that on to your children who have also now in many forms entered the business. What is it that you've gained from them which you want to pass on? And at the same time, what is it that you learned from them that you believe you can, add to?
So we follow what we call the trusteeship way of management, which is that you're managing in trust for all the stakeholders, in particular the shareholders. That's our underlying overarching principle of how we run our businesses. That's something that I learned from my father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and I think that's something that my children have already imbibed.
And what is it that your children are teaching you right now?
Lots, new things every day, and I think that makes going to work even more exciting.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Birla. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Right, with that, back to you, Nigel.